The ongoing crisis in Ukraine is threatening to take another casualty. The economy is teetering. And while the threat of war may loom largest to outside observers, inside Ukraine, the threat of financial collapse is equally ominous. The CBC's Nala Ayed has more for us tonight from Kiev. Nala.
Peter, for a sense of whether Ukraine will get through this dangerous crisis, you might want to think less about the military, at least for now, and more about the economy. Not far from those trenches at the Crimean border, Ukraine's other war with Russia is well underway. Russia is blocking Ukraine's exports and has raised the price of precious natural gas again, which Ukraine fully depends on. Ukraine, it seems, is trying to strike back. Crimea relies almost totally on Ukraine for electricity, and recently there have been power outages there blamed on Kiev. So just like the military maneuvering here, Russia's objective is to try to stop Ukraine from slipping any closer to Europe, while Ukraine is actually trying to extricate itself from long-time ties with Russia. To do that, there's a long list of repairs necessary to Ukraine's economic arsenal. Number one is shoring up central bank reserves, which are dangerously low. That's already in the works. In fact, today an IMF delegation wrapped up a visit here and will soon come with a loan package in the range of about 15 to 20 billion. Another major operation is fighting corruption. It was one of the key demands of the revolutionaries in Independence Square, in one of the most corrupt places in Europe. And that brings up maybe the toughest campaign of all for any government here, which is to simply regain some trust. Not just the trust of investors who may be jittery over the turmoil here, but also the trust of this country's people, especially young people who don't want war of any kind. Ukrainians still fear a real conflict, but the reality is they could never win one alone. But it is the economic war that the West is a lot more willing to support. In fact, Ukraine cannot move forward without winning it. Peter.
Nala Ayed in Kiev, Ukraine.